It's another Dave TV on DCRTV. How you doing, everybody? This is Dave TV for the 11th. For the 11th of November, 2014, Veterans Day. Got the camo shorts on today. It's in the 70s. It's a beautiful day. And I'm doing my Dave TV from out on the hike because I don't feel like sitting behind the computer in my stuffy little office. So here I am. I've just hiked part of the cross-county trail here in Northern Virginia, and so this is my Dave TV for today. How y'all doing? Another beautiful day, sunny, just gorgeous. So anyway, what have I got to say? Rush Limbaugh. I don't get it. Rush Limbaugh is a pompous ass. He comes on his show the other day and threatens to sue people for taking his quotes out of context. Well, you know what? The DCCC, the Democratic Committee, whatever, some Democratic Party arm or whatever, he's going to sue them, or he's threatening to sue them because they took his quotes out of context when he talked about rape or something like that. I don't know. If it's like the pot calling the kettle black. If Limbaugh's getting upset for people taking his stuff out of context, that's all he does on his show, is he takes other people's stuff out of context and rakes them over the coals with it. It's just crazy, man. And then to make things even worse is you get these stooges. The Washington Post, they try to do this media coverage, so they cover the same blowhards over and over and over again. So they cover Limbaugh, and they cover Cheryl Atkinson, and they cover, what's his name? It's Colbert. They cover him, and they cover Jon Stewart, and they cover, the same people, some of the Fox News people, Bill O'Reilly. And they just cover over and over and over them. If Bill O'Reilly says something on his show one night, it makes a big thing from Eric Wemple's column the next day. And it's the same thing. They listen to Limbaugh, and he says something blowhardedly controversial like that. And then Paul Farhi writes this big piece about Limbaugh's threatening to sue. And then, granted, it gets 700-800 comments on WashingtonPost.com, but it's just a piece of bullshit article written about a bullshitter on the radio. It doesn't even qualify as legitimate news, but it's just something they stick out there. It's like fly paper to get visitors to their website. In fact, it didn't even merit being in the paper today, the print paper. They didn't even put it in there. It was so stupid. And I'm sitting there reading this, and it's just stuff that they put up to get people riled up. They realize if they write about Bill O'Reilly or Cheryl Atkinson or Rush Limbaugh or Jon Stewart, they're going to get a lot of it's probably just the same seminar type people over and over again who just read they sit there behind their computer all day, and that's all they want to hear about are these cable news network or right-wing radio nut jobs. Not that they're all nut jobs. I kind of like Jon Stewart, but he's a pompous ass. So anyhow, it's just I sit there and I read this stuff and go, come on, Washington Post, stop being a mediocre paper. Start breaking some news. Start doing some stuff. Gordon Peterson announces his retirement on Friday. A good newspaper like the Washington Post, if they were a great paper, they would have had the story the day before everybody else, and they would have broken the news. They never do that. In fact, a lot of the media stories in Washington are broken by either DCRTV or the New York Times, for heaven's sakes. The New York Times. I'm climbing this big hill, so I'm out of breath. The New York Times breaks more DC media stories than the Washington Post does. Don't get me started. And then there's Chris Plant, WMAL's resident raging lunatic. Oh my God. Every single thing this man criticizes about the Democrats applies to him. He is a giant hypocrite. And he doesn't see that, or else he just ignores that. I don't know. He criticizes the Democrats for being intolerant and for being whatever. And Chris Plant is the same thing. People are like that. I don't know. But, you know, I find that he's kind of like a parody of he's a parody of a media reporter. I mean, of a talk show. He does a parody of a right-wing talk show host. That's Chris Plant. So, I don't know. Crazy, crazy. As I cross a major street there while I'm trying to talk. But anyhow. Alright, that's my Dave TV for today. I'm tired of ranting about all this craziness. But I just had to mention something about it. It's too beautiful a day to get all hyped about that. What did we? 6-minute mark. Good. Keep it short today. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 11th of November 2014. Don't forget to help support the site. Send us a few bucks. Click on the support linky dinky there on the front page of DCR TV. Buck 'em, Dano.